Hi, I'm Asanka Abeysinghe, Chief Technology Evangelist at WSO2. Today, I'm going to explain you two enablers and accelerators that can help your digital transformation initiatives. The objective of an organization is to generate value for their consumers and as well as the other stakeholders. So how you generate this value? So value generation is based on the unique digital experiences that you provide for your consumers. So how you do that? You do it by using software. So developers are the software creators who will build these unique digital experiences. So the two enablers and the accelerators that I'm going to discuss today is about low code and cloud native technologies. First, let's take a look at low code. I would say the software industry is like a movie industry because I can see many parallels in between these two industries. Both industries trying to create a better experience for their consumers. And both industries are creative. And it's a teamwork that they take an idea and then they get into the production and they create a release for their consumers to consume. So there's a connection in between these two industries. With that, I would say code is creative because the atomic unit of a software product is a code and code has to be creative. With that, I would say the developers are visual for them to be creative. As an example, as developers, they like to get in front of a whiteboard, draw different type of diagrams, a sequence diagram, a data flow diagram, a class diagram, like that. They do various type of diagrams and try to communicate. But why they are not drawing code is a question. And there are enough low code platforms are available, but why they are not using it? There are many issues with current low code platforms. That's why they are not using those low code platforms. The first reason is it is not developed for everybody, and then it is not that developer friendly, and pro code developers doesn't like it. And there are other reasons like lock into specific technology, or it creates a vendor locking. But if you can overcome these problems, low code will be a really useful way to increase the developers' productivity, as well as you can bring more and more people into the product development or the digital experience creation or the digital transformation projects. And using open standards will enable you to freely use these tools within the low code platforms as well as outside the low code platform. So when you are trying to find a low code platform, you have to pick the correct platform that can increase the productivity as well as bring more and more people into product development. Then the second part I explain you, it's about the cloud, how you can use cloud technologies or cloud native technologies. And if you go to Cloud Native Compute Foundation, you will see many technologies available there. So it's about how you can run a private, public, or hybrid cloud, and then how you can do this lift and shift into the cloud technologies. But if you look at why you have to do it, it's basically about the scalability, high availability, and then how you can have a cost effective infrastructure rather than you run the entire infrastructure in your local data center. So I said it's a two-step process. First, you have to move your applications into the cloud environment, and then you have to modernize the applications as well. You can't just move the applications as it is. It will be not that productive. That's why you need to modernize these applications. But it is not an easy process. That it is very complicated, that you have to plan it properly, you have to pick the correct technologies, as well as there's a skill set requirement there, that you need to find the correct skill set to do this exercise. So I call it as a messy middle, and most of the organizations are stuck in this messy middle. So how you can overcome this situation? It's basically you have to find a way to you have to you had to find a way to reduce the complexity and increase the productivity of your development team. So a platform is a really good way of doing that. A platform is a supportive structure that increases the effectiveness of a community. There are many definitions for a platform, but this is my favorite definition. So if you have a platform, then it can reduce that complexity I explained earlier and make a very simple process for your developers to focus on the business problems and deliver these digital experience in a rapid intervals. So you had to pick a platform that support low code and pro code, as well as you have to find a platform that enable the cloud native engineering principles. Now, as a business user or a developer, you might be wondering how these things will affect your organization. First, we have to understand this concept of a digital supply chain. That is where you generate value. To do that, at the fundamental level, you have to connect your systems. And when you are connecting systems, you have to do a lot of integration. And if you have low code system to support it, it will make you productive. Once you do that, you have to expose those capabilities as APIs. So if you have a low code platform that can create APIs, it will increase the productivity and you can rapidly do this development. And after that, you have to generate digital products on top of that that will enable different kind of digital experiences. Again, if you have low code tools to do that exercise, it will increase the productivity and you can quickly release these products to your end users. Once you do that, all these things will feed into the value stream of your organization and start generating value. And if you are using cloud technologies, that will be another enabler that will rapidly increase the productivity of the organization, as well as you can quickly build products and go to market and compete against your competition that you have. So this is how you can leverage low code and cloud native technologies in your product development and feed into your value stream. Thank you.